Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to show you a weird ship that I've done, and is a cargo ship or mining slash cargo ship, right? With an extractor at the rear, like pooping out the ore, because I don't need to butt it into a connector, right? So it just automatically scoops it out, right? So this is the contraption. I mainly like to put my ships on a flat plane of sorts and then build around it. Okay, so obviously it works fine. Yeah, it works fine. Forward, backwards, left, right, up. Okay, yeah. So and it's got 6 massive engines, right, that I can be in gravity in about 20 seconds, more or less, around there, 22 seconds, right, from full ignitions, non-stop. Okay, but before I do that, I wanted to, I'm not in my base because I don't want to show you what my base looks like at the moment. Excuse me, I got a cold, right? So I just wanted to, for you to actually have a look at the this construction first, right? Double of the engines going backwards to brake versus a single one at the front, at the back for proportion, right? That's a good ratio because otherwise it takes too long to slow down, right? The bottoms are mainly to get out of gravity and hold the insane amount of ore that I can get, because you don't see any large cargo container. Well, technically that's not correct. The mod QTech has got a small version cargo container, which is actually a large cargo container, and it can carry 12.7 12.7 times the volume of a large cargo container. So what I can have in a small space, that's like having 12 cargo containers, which will even not fit one next to each other, right? So it dramatically shortens the type of ships that you can put. And I like that because you can put it in a flatbed situation type of thing, right? And there is right in the middle. Okay, so let me jump out for a second, right? I've got a Asimov mod, space probe, right? Right. So yeah, obviously engines, yeah, hydrogen, right? There are underneath here. Oh, batteries! Look at that, fully charged batteries. Yeah, and in the center, behind there, right? I've got the cargo containers, right? I could put more alongside here, or alongside here, because I can carry it basically, right? Either side, from here and from here, right? But you want to see this bad boy in action. Let me go to my base first, right, and show you, because this is big, right? Yeah, seriously, this is a large ship, sorry, a large grid, right? Large grid, and is decent enough, right? So let me get into the cockpit, right? And now we are going into my base, right? Respawn port, which is somewhere down there, right? So let's go. Very, very maneuverable. Yeah. I can do a Top Gun where you fucking woo, yeah. This right. This one base. They put Right. I've got a projection there, right? If you can see it there, that is not touching the base, so it's not illuminating, right? Because I wanted to show you the size of my actual ship that I've done in a previous build, right? And that is a template build, initial build, so people can build on top of it, whatever they want to do with it, right? Hangars, make it a destroyer, make it a battleship, whatever, right? But this is an infant compared to there. So let me get close to it. Remember that this ship is already big, right? Look how big this ship is. Let me go right in the middle. Yeah, the blue line is the center line. Go forward a bit. Right, look at that. It's about 10 times the size. Right, 10 times the size. Extremely powerful. Right, extremely powerful. Well, we got just 6 engines here. We got about 36 engines pushing upwards. Right, and all of them are the big engines, not the small engines. Right, so you can imagine the amount of power this beast has got, right? So the center floor is everything, production, power, everything, right? And the reason I let me go away from it, that I don't need it anymore for a second, and jump out, right? So that's the size of the ship, massive thing, right? And obviously I started here, right, and this little corner here. This Q-Tech solar panel, right, make sure that runs infinite, right? But just for giggles, right, I put 6 batteries that is the same as that one, right, and it's got more output than that battery, so it is impossible to run out. Okay, so I use it as just as a refiller, right? So I don't know if you remember in my initial video, it was nothing there, right? So what I've done here is expand on the drills, right? It had only one, and I put 16, right? I extended this is the cargo container I'm talking about. This is a large cargo container, right? Don't believe me? Yeah, yeah, yeah. 10 million liters, right? And the standard large cargo container, I think, is 260,000, if I'm not mistaken, right? But it's around somewhere on there. It's not even 300,000, right? So you can imagine the volume that you can save, right? The deuterium is to process stone into what do you call it? Into deuterium containers, because I'm going to fuel a deuterium reactor. So instead of doing it straight away, I can actually save time by processing the stone first, and hence the big massive gap here, right? I'm projecting a vertical square, and I'm drilling down, right? I'm using that also as the actual collector for my ship. I'm going to show you in a moment what I'm actually going to do. I've got all the natural resources where the base, sorry, not the base, the planet or planetary system can give to you in an Earth-like environment, but it cannot give you deuterium, it cannot give you platinum, and it cannot give you uranium, right? Correct, totally cool, right? But now I'm going to show you the system that I adopt, right, to do that. First, what I did is construct that ship. It was born here, I constructed it here, right? And then I tested a couple of things. I had to tweak a couple of things because it was way too sensitive. So excuse me again. So let's go. So I'm gonna get both uranium. No, I got platinum. I got plenty of platinum. I want just to target uranium. Okay. Now let's go to my small mining ship. Right. I've got it on the Steam Workshop. Yeah, just in case. Right. So I go into it. Right. And do you think that is low enough to the ground just to test it? Actually, just for fun, I'm going to put it almost in ground level. But can you see there? It says 340 meters. Let's go down. Yeah, I want to show you something. Right, from 100 meters. From 100 meters, I'm going to go directly vertical, right, up to the edge, right, and then go out of space, and then trying to find uranium. Okay, so I'm just going to press a space bar and look this thing shoot up. Right, if you can see, I've got my helmet open, so I'm going to press J to actually lock it whilst I'm going up, just in case, because I don't want to forget. Right, so I'm already of AK 10. Right, I'm halfway, and if you see the gravity at the bottom, how is it diminishing or less gravity? I'm literally going vertical. 21 kilometers. .15 gravity. Then I'm going to set up the search. 37. Yeah, I think it's what 44 kilometers, or yeah, 44 kilometers. Yeah, gravity 0. Slowing down very fast. Right, so let me set up the what do you call it? The ore detector, right? The ore detector, I got it in pink, and I've got it in platinum. No, I want uranium. I could make multiple choices like that. Yeah, but no, I'm gonna stick with uranium. Mainly focus on that, right? 2 counts, meaning 2 sources, right? That's always good because it can show you where the other one is nearby, right? So that's it. That's the only thing. This is a mod, right? That is incorporated into. It's an external mod that reads the ore detector that you have. It could be any or even the vanilla ore detector will do, right? It would just have a shorter range, but still plenty enough. But I've got the Azimuth ore detector, the space version, which is silly far, right? 20 kilometers away, right? So you don't have to go like in the old days, going hours and hours and hours and trying to get into every single cluster of stones to see if there is any type of ore. Nah, that's old school, right? So we got all that set up. My mining drill ship is on to collect. I've got the 3 main ones, but I'm not going to collect this one. So for all intents and purposes, we could disable it. right? Because we won't be able to be shown on it. Okay. I do have. Okay. So that should. Let me put. And which one? Oh, H. Right. You see uranium, right? 12.8 kilometers away, right? So I'm just pointing onto it. Right. Let me get close to my ship so I don't get. So don't. Yeah, that would do it. Right. So that's my target. I always like to go next to it, not aim at it. And that 12 kilometers at 100 miles an hour in the standard vanilla, it takes about 15 or 20 minutes, probably. Yeah. Here we can do it really quickly, which is the whole point, right? To make things more efficient. Stop now. Stop really quickly. I get close. Yeah, I'm close enough. Okay, so I get off the ship. F. Right, and I won't be able. I would not take the oars out until I put the drill. But I'm not gonna drill. Remember that to you in the first episode in this new series that I would not be using the drill to actually drill. The system will do it for me. Right. So let me put my light. Right, there you are. That's a whole chunk of uranium. Right, so let me put my drill system, and as soon as I put it on, and it start chucking away. Can you hear it? That's what a drill system does. You don't have to put a forward-facing drills. Well, no, I mean to actually poke into the target, right? You just point it, and once you set up correctly, you just go and wait. Or you basically what you're doing is controlling the situation, managing the mining process. Think of it of an aircraft with all these systems. You're not literally physically manipulated. You put everything to the computer and everything does it for yourself, sort of like that, right? So this is the tedious part in a normal mining configuration. Excuse me again. Right, and it's literally digging it out from the rock. It's a good amount. Good amount. Right. Considering that you don't have to start drilling, for me this is very slow because I normally the big ship that you just saw, right? It just goes, yeah, like you know the old Knight Rider. It's like sweeping like an ice cream with a cone like that, right? Because the I've got too many drill systems installed in that ship, so it scoops really fast, right? Then we go to the ship and we're going to check how much of uranium we have got. And we can go back and show you how flooded, because I could stay here forever, another 25, 30 minutes and go in different satellite. But just show you one is good enough, right? And instead of going back and leave that piece and attend it, I might as well scoop it out. And you actually get it all out. You don't get any stone. Nearly there. About 3 minutes probably. I don't want to cut it because I want to show you guys real time, the real time event. Because if I start chopping the thing, you don't get the essence of what the machine can do. Nearly there. And I put a pink thing so it can stand out, obviously. Right. So there's another chunk of uranium there. You see, like 20 kilometers, right? But now I'm just going to ignore that. I'm going to go to my where's my ship? My ship there. There you are. Right. Get the thing off. Go inside. Right. Right. K. Going through inventory. Containers. Look at that. Uranium. Right. 40k. 40 foot. Right. So it's been equally been stacking. Right. From 10 million to 14,000. 15,000. So I got plenty of space. Right. But we're going to imagine that we're pretty full. Right. And we're going back. Okay. So no problem. Yeah, let me center myself, right, and twist. Look at that, how twisted. Right, where are we? Where's our base? Oh, down there. Right, now this is another thing. I don't know many ships can do this. Right, I'm gonna fly directly, pointing forward. Right, and look at the stopping power of this thing. Right, yeah. So that's my base there, right? Straight down. Yeah, straight down. Twenty kilometers. Just to give you an idea, look at that, pointing almost downwards, yeah? You know what, it sort of looks like a crude version of the Ego, Space 1999, doesn't it? A little bit, yeah? It's going fast, man, it's going fast. 500 meters per second. Straight down, like a boss. Three kilometers. Yeah. Straight down. Look at that. In total control. So I'm going to point the rear of the ship to that massive hole that I showed you before, right? And the reason being is because I'm going to, ironically, poop out, the uranium ore into that gap there. So where are we? Gonna go forward. Yeah. So go back down a bit. Sort of like that. Can I see it? Yeah. See that? Right, now I'm going to do it outside so you guys can see it, right? So I'm ready to, let's go a little bit forward. Right, so yeah, let me put the ship straight. Straight. Oh. There you go, give or take, okay? So coming out. Right. Yeah. Now watch this. Right. So you see the collector is red, which is off, right? So I go onto it, and as soon as I put on, it's already set up, yeah, to what you call it. No, it's not used for parking, right? But is to throw out. Okay, so I put it on. Boom. Right? So it starts pooping out the uranium. Right? No need to connect, no need to do anything else. Okay? Right, after that, my what you call it, the drill system that is here, right, is already set up for me to pick up the ore that I am dropping. As soon, look, it won't even let it reach down, right? It won't even excuse me, it won't even let it reach down. Both disappears because it's picking up, right? So you don't have to put build a collector either. So let the time for the system to pick it up, and it will catch it on air. So I already closed the loop, right? So the ore gets sent here, pumped out, right? And this is the uranium. What do you call it? Yeah, this is the uranium miner, right? So I just push it forward, and I'm already processing uranium. That is it, right? That is it. The other one, right? The other one is for platinum. Take the light off. Helmet J out, right? And this one is for platinum, which is I'm already processing. So I got plenty of platinum and plenty of uranium, right, to almost build anything. Also, one important ingredient that we need to have for higher manufacturing thing is the processing of gravel, right? In a conventional way, the gravel is processed by the remainder of the normal this basic thingy, right? The survival kit. It produces that, right? I think it does also the small refinery. I'm not sure, right? But anyway, so I've got this bad boy here that accepts processing stones, but it produces directly gravel, right? And instead of moving around, I've done exactly the same thing there with here. When I need gravel, but now I got about 20,000 tons or something like that, which I don't need it. That's why it's off, right? I reopen this, it poops it out, and the build and repair system, which can take components, right? It puts it on there and brings it down to its cargo container, right? Then it is fed into the assemblers where it processes it into the material that needs to do, right? This is another setup independent from this one. Yeah, this one here is independent from here to there. This is a brand new one, right? Made it in order, right? So the right way. So six independent refineries going in the different ingots, sorry, ores from iron, nickel, silicon, cobalt on the other side, gold and silver. So the 6 primary ones are here, right? These are the 6 primary ones I got there, right? And these are the 2 rear metal thingy, right? So the rear metal goes through there onto here, right? And it gets sent to this side. This side for me, these cargos here, sorry, these ones here at the bottom are for ingots, right? It produces the ingots, right? And then this one produces the components, right? And this one's the build and repair is the one that actually is the welder for all intended purposes, right? Which in another video I will try to show you how I built that completely, right? Because I haven't put the square here, the block, right? If I put the block here, it will start building, so I don't want to do that, right? So yeah, and basically that's it. Look, it has finished pooping, right? So that means I haven't got no more ores. Okay, so sorry, no more ores, no more uranium. So the first thing I do is go here and block it, turn it off, right? So when I collect accidentally, I don't poop it out, right? I could actually do that exactly the same thing with the sorter, just to like a double measure of safety, but no need, because I know what I'm doing, right? So I finished with what was going to do with this one, and it served the purpose, right? So jump in, right, and position my ship somewhere else. Whoa, you see it's empty, right? So it's quite responsive. Excuse me again, right? So this ship is mega powerful, right? Mega powerful. It's not built for looks. It's built for a single purpose, right? Which is bring a lot of cargo fast, no hassle, right? No hassle. So, and if you look at down on your right hand side, it says 5 days. 5 days of power uninterrupted, right? If I'm in the game, I could be doing like that, and it will have power for 6 days, 8 days on idle, right? So if I move it, yeah, I got no issue with power at all, obviously, yeah. But I will have 5 days of power, so I could go around the planet, yeah, 100 times, yeah, and I got no problem with that, yeah, in the sense of capability, right? So I'm going to leave it here, end the video as well, just to give you a final grand tour of the place, right? In the sense of power, yeah, you can see the stacking, right? I was going to do more, but I said, nah, hold on. Yeah, here, right? Just to alleviate a little bit of pressure of the new build that I did here. This one's here. This is brand new, right? But it doesn't seem to be any hindrance, right? But just in case, oh, it doesn't go there. Does it go? Yeah, that's because I haven't got any interior plate. Just give you an example, right? An example. Let me get some interior plates that I've got here at the front, right? Right here, this one. Interior, this one here. So get a hand. Right. So let's go up. Just to give you an example of the construction type of thing, right? So 7. There you are. It does it so fast that by the time I put the other one, the blinking thing is already constructed. Oops, I passed it. Doesn't matter. Right? So that's example, right? Of power. Right? Let's do a couple more here. About 5, yeah? It suffices. Right? So that's basically plenty of power. Plenty of power. Right? If you just want to go wind. My mining ship over there, sitting laughing its socks off for 6 days. Right? So yeah, I hope you liked it. Yeah, I like to build in that fashion, for a massive straight base, and then start building from the center. My main concern always first is put the drill system, because I can work straight away, bring in resources, right, to generate power, mainly ice, right. Go nearby ice, and then I put the first engines, and start generating power for that. Although it will be touching the other base, but I'm not draining what I'm putting into, right? So it's quite powerful. Excuse me again, right? And the second thing that I put is the hydrogen tanks, O2 oxygen generators. Then I start putting the engines, right? Because I want this thing to float, to be constructed first, to be able to float. Then I could literally take out and start putting things in as I see, right? Independent of the construction, right? And then you can test maneuverability, position, and this and that, right? But you can make this into a powerful battleship, no problem, which I've done in the past, right? Right, and firing 10 kilometers away, right? So anyway, without further ado, I appreciate for you guys watching. I hope it wasn't too much of a mouthful, but until next time, have a nice one. Catch you later.